Thank you for joining us. We're here to discuss kids on board a cruise ship. You might be wondering whether or not you should or shouldn't take your kids on a Carnival cruise, and we're here to put your worries to rest.
Now, we do know that as parents, we do spend a lot of money when we take our kids to a cruise. So we do want to make sure that they enjoy it, but so do we. So the first thing that we're talking about is the camp, okay? The kids' camp. Now, you have your first set is from ages 6 months to under 2 years, and it's called the Turtles. This is capacity control. It's also for a nominal charge of $7.50 an hour plus 18% gratuity.
So you also have your camps. This is free of charge. This is complimentary with your cruise rate. So your camps are penguins, which are from ages 2 to 5. You have your stingrays, ages 6 to 8. And then you have your sharks, age 9 to 11.
Now, all of the activities that are done in the camp are age appropriate. The kids love it. I have seen kids crying because they don't want to leave camp. So rest assured that your child will have a great time when it comes to kids camp. So amongst a lot of the things that the kids will be able to do in Camp Ocean are scavenger hunts. They'll be able to do exercise for the little ones. They have arts and crafts. They have video games. They have a lot of fun. We've never seen a kid not having fun at kids camp.
A child cannot be moved from one age group to the other. So if your child is a penguin, because they are from the ages 2 to 5, they would not be able to be placed as a stingray. Let's say that they have an older brother or cousin who is in the stingrays. They are not allowed to change age groups, and that is a strict policy that there are no exceptions for, and Carnival will not make any. So Carnival is very strict also regarding who can pick up and who can drop off the child. So anyone who you authorize to pick up or drop off the child would be the only individuals who would be able to do so. So you want to make sure that anybody within your party that you give authorization to pick up or drop off is on that list.
Okay, so when it comes to pre-registration is done when you are checking in online for embarkation day for your appointment for check-in. Uh they ask you just several questions. You pre-register the child online and everything is good. However, once you board the ship on embarkation day, it is customary to go to the kids' camp so the kids will be able to meet the team members, kind of like take a tour around, the area that they'll be at. This makes them feel at ease, honestly, because once they start seeing all of the toys, it's like, who doesn't want to go to camp, right?
I strongly suggest that you do this. Don't wait until the third or fourth day of your cruise to finally take your kid over to kids camp, because I'm sure you'll regret it. Your kids are going to have a great time. They'll be meeting kids their own age, and they'll be doing a lot of activities that will keep them out of your hair and busy throughout your vacation so you can enjoy.
Now, in the event that you forgot to pre-register them for kids camp, you can always go to kids camp on embarkation day and register them in person.
Okay, so now that we've talked about some of the younger age groups, we have our teenagers. Circle C starts from 12 years old to 14 years old. I guess they do that just to kind of make sure that those 12-year-olds don't feel like they're hanging out with the babies. I'm almost a teen, those years. Then you have your Club O2. Your Club O2 are for your 15 to 17-year-old kids. Again, just like we spoke about with the camps, this offers your kids the ability to meet people within their age group, do activities that are appropriate for their age.
We have walked by it, and they're always like lounging around. They're always having like a good time. Like the vibe of their little like camp, I guess you could say. It's like, it's really nice. It's really hip, and we've seen them all over the ship. Like once they get like the little friends made, it's like you just can't separate them.
This is a great service. This is a great asset, a great resource for you to be able to enjoy your vacation. Make sure you take your kids over there so they're not bored.
Okay, so during port days, Yes, you are able to leave your child at kids camp for a fee, $7.50 an hour, plus 18% gratuity. Not our preference, but you know what? We do want to bring you this information so you can make sound decisions about it.
In the event that your excursion doesn't allow for kids of a certain age to be able to go while you're in port, this is an option. You can leave them on board the ship.
They do have a program called Night Owls where you are able to leave your child from 10 o'clock at night to 1 o'clock in the morning. But it is also for a charge. Now, this is just in case you want to go out party and you want to go to the club, you want to eat dinner, you just want to hang at the Alchemy Bar. You know, that way the child will be entertained. You know that they'll be safe and they'll be doing activities that are age appropriate as well. It's not like they just sit around and watch TV or whatever. No, they do activities. They have their pirate parties. They have their pajama parties. They have their popcorn. They have a lot of things, like a lot of fun. So this is also an option that you have.
All right, so depending on what ship you're on, you're going to have a lot of different activities on board as well. They have mini golf, they have ping pong tables, they have pools, they have water slides, basketball courts, foosball tables, beanbag toss, all sorts of things, and all of that can be found in Sports Square. So on certain ships, you may also have waterworks, the ropes course, and the sky ride as well to keep kids entertained. Again, when it comes to water slides, when it comes to these different activities, some of them are height restricted, so that's something else you would want to make sure you look into, because if your child is too small, they may not be able to go down the water slide, they may not be able to ride the sky ride or go on the ropes course. And of course, this is for their own safety, but it's also something you will want to take a look into prior to booking your cruise.
Okay, so one of the activities that it's a must do for children is a Dr. Seuss breakfast at sea. Now, don't panic if you try to find it online and it's not and everything is sold out. All you have to do is just go to guest services and they'll go on ahead and make sure that they'll do their best to try to accommodate you and your family. Now, aside from that, the first sea day, normally they have the Dr. Seuss parade. You need to make sure that you go and pick up your child from kids camp early enough, because you know what? Let's just be honest. Everything is on a schedule on a ship. So even if your child is late, they will not wait. They have a schedule that they need to go through. So they have a Dr. Seuss parade. And plus, you want them to get there early so they can pick up their instruments. And they go all throughout the ship yelling, Dr. Seuss is on the loose. They end up in the auditorium. And there, the cruise director reads them a story. And it's super fun, but it's something that you really want your child to experience.
Absolutely. And it's fun for the kids and it's fun for the adults as well. When they're reading the story, it's kind of like an interactive, everybody kind of gets involved with the story. So it's such a great time. It's such a great experience. And the parents and the kids both love it the same. You can pre-register yourselves for this Dr. Seuss breakfast before your cruise. But as Debbie said, you can also book it on board the cruise. Understand that there is limited capacity when it comes to this Dr. Seuss breakfast. So as Debbie was stating with times, it's very important that you're able to keep up with the activities on board, not just for the kids, but for you as well. So we strongly suggest that you download the Carnival Hub app. Very important to make sure that you're on time and make sure that you don't miss out on any of the activities that you want to participate in.
Okay, so when it comes to Carnival, they do have curfews for children 17 years and under. So unless your child 17 years and under is accompanied by an adult that is 21 years or over, they must be clear of all public areas by 1 o'clock in the morning. And trust me, they do enforce this one, so be careful.
So in the event that your child is found out after 1 a.m., they will round them up and they'll be reaching out and giving you a call. You don't want too many strikes against you while on vacation. So I'd strongly suggest that you adhere to that rule. I think 1 o'clock is fairly reasonable.
It is. I think so.
And again, they don't have to be in the cabin, but they would have to be with you. So it's not like they have to go to sleep, but at that point, all of the camps and all of the clubs are closed. So you would be that point of contact and you would be that safety net and they would have to be with you for the rest of the evening.
Now, when it comes to pool activities and water activities, we do want to make sure that you're aware of the fact that unless your child is potty trained, they cannot get in the pool and they can't even get in waterworks. So even with swimmies, they're not allowed. And that's just for safety and health reasons. So, don't go hard at the team members when they tell you your child can't be in the pool, because that's just what they're instructed.
And it protects the experience for everybody else as well.
Because they'll close that pool real quick.
And we've seen them close the pools.
Yes.
And I can tell you this right now, there will not be a lot of people who are happy with you when the pools get shut down because of a floating device in the water.
And that includes the hot tubs, okay? So you don't want to be that parent. You don't want to be known throughout the whole entire cruise that it was your fault that the pool was closed.
So if you enjoyed this video and you found it informative, please make sure that you hit that like button, and please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We'll have a lot more cruise content coming out, and we'll have a lot more tips and informational videos as well. Thank you so much. Please make sure that you leave any comments below. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And if you're interested in booking a cruise, you can go ahead and get in contact with us right here, and we'll be more than happy to help you book your next cruise vacation. Thank you again for watching, and until next time,
bye-bye.
We'll see you on deck.